Alright, I believe we are live here. Thanks for coming, everybody. This is my first time streaming, so I hope you'll provide me with a little bit of patience as I learn the ropes here. Give a couple of minutes for people to come in while we decide what we're going to do here. Let me know if my volume is okay, and if you can hear me okay. I believe I've got everything set up correctly. Thanks, Set, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And thanks for being here. It's good to have at least a couple of viewers to start things off. So I've got two ideas. Hey Mig, hey Sal. I've got a couple ideas for runs to do today. One is I've been meaning to learn Blackrock. So I was thinking maybe just do a stalker run there and just kind of learn the region, map it out. The other idea... Thanks, Meg. I forgot to press this hotkey. That should fix it. The other idea is to do a sort of a no fire, no Goa run. Which is obviously going to be quite a bit harder, but I know a lot of my viewers like the challenge series. So, if anybody wants to see something in particular, let me know. I'm kind of open-ended here, and I know people are probably eager for me to get into the game. Yeah, well, brutal is kind of the theme here, Set. Yeah, the idea behind that run, I believe I wanted to call it Inner Warmth, or something like that. The idea would be to remove all the ways in which you can use fire for warmth. So, torches, normal fires, warming up from teas. But then allow myself, if I'm warm indoors, to start a fire just to like make water and stuff, so that you don't just lose when you run out. Yeah, Mig, I have done that, that cave. I think that was in one of the first two episodes when I explored. I think I'm going to do all the zone of control stuff in the no-nonsense Loper series. So that's why I'm going to be avoiding that for today. That's why I thought we might do Blackrock. I think I'm going to get in. Let's start with the harder challenge, and then if we die, we can go to something easier. So I'm going to go to... I've got my Nogoa code prepped here. This is a total experiment. I've never really tried to do this no fire, no Goa type thing. But we'll go ahead and get into it here. Random spawn. Email, of course. We never play anything else. No feats. And what are we calling this? I think I like the Inner Warmth. Okay, where is this? Mountain Town. Alright, well, where can we get warm? Don't really need sticks or fuel. We don't need the thermos. I think we just run for it. We don't really need teas either. So I'm gonna head up and out of here. You can warm up in the beds early on. I'm going to take the efficient fuel just for boiling water, although we won't need it in Mountain Town because there's going to be a lot of water. Mig, yeah, I'm not sure 100% what you mean. There was a lower part that I avoided, but I think I explored the rest of the cave, and I read something on Reddit that implied that the lower portion might have killed you if you went down there, which seemed really strange to me. But yeah, I haven't been back since that initial exploration. We don't really need anything. I guess I'll grab the stem, and there can sometimes be a bedroll here, I think, although I don't know if I've ever seen it. Let's just go. How do we get out of here? Up this way?
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
So I think a top priority for this is going to be finding a lot of good clothing. And it might even be worth taking some extra cold in the first, like, 5 to 10 days. Just to get a lot of really good warmth. Hopefully I'm going the right way here. I think we can go down this way. I thought about trying to go up there and get up to the prepper cache. It's likely to be empty, though. And it's not too much further to an actual warm house that'll probably have water and matches. Well, they'll certainly have water. It's been a long time since I've done a Nogoa start. Interesting to just leave all the teas behind, because they're kind of useless. Same thing for the coal in that cave. It's just not necessary. Alright, so we could either go straight for Grey Mothers, which we know will have water and a warm bed if I can find my way inside. Or I could go for one of these smaller houses. Let's go ahead and check this, I guess. Nothing, as predicted. I don't remember this house being here. Did I come in at a weird angle? The shed must be... I don't think I'm going to be able to find a warm bed in it. Yeah, here we are. Okay. Oh, there's the shed. Alright, well, we'll check that later. Let's go inside. Oh, it's actually warm in here without the bed. That's crazy. Still, let's, use these windows to navigate upstairs. And hopefully I can find the bathroom and get some water. I need to find another window. Looks like there might be some light back here. I don't know the layout of this house. There's a bed here. Will we make it until there's light in the morning? I think I'm willing to risk it. Yeah, I'll just go get the toilet water once we can see. I'm willing to sacrifice a few points if I have to, just so we don't have to stumble around in the dark. Let's just sleep until fully rested, and then, yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of damage. It's fine. That's 2 hours, sleep for a third, and then we should be able to see. Alright, let's go find that water. Yeah, so certain houses are a little bit warmer than others. I noticed when I was doing my
drink soon.
Pleasant Valley single region infinite survival thing where I didn't have any clothes on at all, that with cold fusion, it was cold in the community center. But it was +1 in the house next door. So I think certain houses like the nicer houses, have a little bit higher innate warmth to them. Similar to the way that like a bed like this one gives +5, but then one of the nice beds gives like +8. One of those nice, not this one. Well, this one does give. I guess you can't tell just by looking at them. Alright, so this is the room that we explored a little bit of in the dark. Wow, a toque. That's a nice find to start things off. I suspect Mountain Town is going to be a really nice start for this. I'm probably going to want some cloth, so let's just get this. Or we can see what's behind it. We're going to be able to get a bunch of clothing and food, and get a little bit of tinder. Not that we need much. Well, we have a sewing kit and cloth, so any slots I can't fill, I may just craft some items. Hey, Dishwasher. Yeah, this is a new challenge run. We just spawned here in Mountain Town at the plane crash. So what I'm attempting to do is a sort of no-fire, no-goa run. It's probably going to be pretty challenging. But I got a good spawn for it. That's the toilet we got. I'm trying to remember if there's another toilet in here. I don't think so. Let's go downstairs and loot the kitchen, and then let's head out. Let's take one book. Let's put this over on the stove in case we want to make water later. Got a couple of them here. Here's my matches, not that I need them. Okay, the more I think about this, it doesn't really make sense to carry this kind of stuff around with me. All right, let's get out and try to find some clothing. I'm just gonna go through these top cabinets. And then I think I missed this cabinet and possibly one in the corner over here. Yep, all right. So that's this house finished or close to it. Oh, we got 6 people watching. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Shortly after I scheduled this, I realized that Zach was actually premiering one of his videos at exactly the same time. So I felt a little bit foolish about that. But yeah, maybe we'll get a little bit of leftover viewers from him whenever his thing ends. I think his stuff is usually an hour to an hour and a half long.
I'll take it.
Ooh, a flare, that's nice. So since we can't use torches for light, and flares are pretty limited, I think I am going to allow flares just as a light source. Although you could certainly do a version of this where flares aren't allowed either.
This'll come in handy.
$21 or something? Yep. Almost stopped in time. Okay, so 21.51.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Getting pretty lucky with clothing. A good sign. Let's see, that's at 92%, so... Yeah, even this is worse right now. We're gonna have to do some repairs. Fry bar, we can get into the gas station now. I'm not gonna search these. I don't think you ever find anything relevant there. Maybe matches, but I don't care about those. Gotta grab every bit of water. Okay, I'm gonna loot these because they can potentially spawn clothing items, I think, and then we'll head out some more. I don't want to do a huge loot of Milton, so I think what I'm gonna do is wait for some of the warmer afternoon temperatures. Yeah, it's still really cold right now, so with this weather we might as well continue looting. I don't think the post office ever has clothes. Probably not going to find much in here either. Canadian flag house over there.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Spawning here almost feels like cheating. Now, another thing I need to keep in mind is that food is going to be an issue. Especially without being able to start a fire next to carcasses outside to harvest them. So when it gets warm outside, we need to do some cattail harvesting. Alright, it's windy outside. I'm going to sleep for an hour to warm up. It's +6 from this bed is good enough for me. And I'm hoping that with this weather, we'll be able to run down to the farmhouse. Or the gas station. We're actually pretty close to the gas station, and we have the pry bar. Let's see if there's wolves at the gas station. Otherwise, I'll go to that house over there. Anything in the back? Yeah, wolf has picked me up. I think, unless that was a rabbit or a deer. I don't see any wolves over here, so I think this is a good time. That almost looks like something on the back seat. Nope, just a shadow. Hey, Obies? I'm not sure how I should pronounce
God,
that.
I need anything right about now.
If you have a preferred way, let me know. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, this is the first time you catch me live because this is literally my first ever stream. So Alright, let's take a look at the food situation. If I have a lot of low condition food, well, these are close to where they would cause food poisoning, so I'm just going to eat them now. Before they get to that stage. And we don't really have anything else worrisome except for this, so I'm not going to worry about saving up for a food poisoning session. So this feels pretty easy right now, but we're going to run into trouble when it comes time to move to a new region. That's where things are going to get a little hairy, I imagine. because we have long distances to cover. With no fires, that's going to be pretty tricky, especially since we have no hot teas. Okay. Believe we got everything of import here. No coffees lying around. We actually already have a lot of coffee. Now, it's cold in here. I don't think I have the warmth to travel somewhere right now, so... Let me just see if I want to craft a clothing item. So that the improvised hat is pretty cheap. Not really worried about frostbite. I mean, it's one slot each, right? I have one slot each, so I think it makes sense to craft the cheaper item if I'm going to craft anything at all. And it's probably smarter to just actually use the time to warm up, because if we don't take advantage of this warm afternoon, we're going to be in trouble. Okay, I hear even more wind. Get another hour of sleep. I hope that's not a blizzard. It is a blizzard. Really need a second pry bar. All right, let's get both sides of this opened up in case I need to run in here later. Oh, I should place a pretty high priority on getting ptarmigans. Ptarmigans spawn at the top of the hill here. If I can get 2 of those, I can start crafting the improvised insulation, which is going to be a big boost. Alright, well, let's just hope this ends soon. I'm going to put another hour of sleep in. Actually, since we know we're stuck here for a while, I think it's time to craft some things. So let's focus on repairing this. It's an hour. Unfortunately, we succeeded at that. Is that it for the blizzard? Oh, we need to be warm anyway. Let's sleep for 1 more hour, and then we really gotta get moving. So I think up to the park office, and then across to that little house on the hill. Then we'll try to aim for the... Yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of. You have to unlock it from both sides. A little bit of a bug. Okay. Temperature's good. Let's make tracks. It's a little bit tempting to use this opportunity to just leave the region right now. We can probably make it to the transition cave and then go to Trappers. But I feel like it would be foolish to leave all the... You know what? Maybe we should do that. I have a bedroll now. Nice. What do you guys think? Do you want to, do you want me to continue looting Milton, or should I just go ahead and head to Mystery Lake now?
This'll come in handy.
I think there's a smart way and there's an exciting way. I actually need to put the new shirt on for it to do anything. Okay, this is still the better one. Yeah, true. Getting a potential hacksaw or hammer. I feel like Mystery Lake is the ultimate goal regardless. Oh, hey Loons. Thanks for stopping by. So Loons, I'm doing a no fire, no goa challenge, so I don't think I'm gonna head to HIV right this minute. Yeah, this is a it's not quite no fire. I'm gonna allow myself to boil water and possibly cook food. I haven't really worked that out. This is just kind of in the testing phase. But so the main idea is that we're doing we're not using fires or torches for warmth or anything. So if I'm inside and fully warm, I can use a fire to like make water and possibly cook. All right, so here's my thinking. Once we're done in Milton, we're done here and we're not going back. We're not going to Mystery Lake. Sorry, we're not going to Forlorn Muskeg and we're not going to HRV. So I think I should finish here, go ahead and get the loot, because we're not coming back. So I'm going to attempt to make it straight over to the farm, and then we'll work our way back up through town and then leave, possibly tomorrow. I kind of want to go over there, but I got to remember that I really don't need a lot of the outdoor resources. It's pretty much just clothing and food. Carbon neutral. Yeah, I wish there was a way to get purified water. Like maybe if you could dig the fishing holes open where there's fresh water and collect your fresh water and then have like a UV purifier. But I know they're never going to add that to the game. So I figured I'd just kind of simulate it by allowing just the things that you need the fire for, but not for warmth. Hello, Wolf. Alright. So we're gonna check these key locations. It looks like it's actually just on this guy in here, so I think I need to get rid of this wolf. So let's step in here. And then, hopefully, he's forgotten about me. Think so?
The cold is making
Oh
my
man.
head feel thick.
Alright. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Come on. This could get ugly. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. He was after me. Oh, we're warming up in here. Well, let's just sleep for an hour. Deal with the rest of this food in a minute. Yeah, when that wolf when I heard the wolf charging me, I knew I just had to go back into the truck. Like, that was the only option, because you have to... It takes too long to unlock the door before you open it. Alright, well, we're finally someplace safe and warm. Let's go ahead and loot this out. Now, unfortunately, I think we're going to be stuck here for the night without much to do. But that's okay, we have a lot of food.
I need to find food.
Yeah, the other thing I'm not sure about with the fires is, like, I've got all this food that I can only eat if I'm allowed to cook. So should I allow myself to cook? Is it too easy? That's true of the potatoes too. I can't actually use those unless I'm allowed to cook them. I can eat the carrots though. I think you could probably survive this way maybe 30 days, 30 to 40, without even starting a fire. Because you got all the toilet water and the sodas and some of the foods give a little bit of water. Where are all my clothes? So I used up all my luck to start. Yeah, need to be able to craft a homemade potato cannon. So weird having all this gear that's just like, I don't care about that. Books, who cares? We're not starting fires. Tinder. Oh, there's very little cloth in here too. Okay, so we got some cloth next to the toilet here. Trying to take stock because I might do all this after it gets dark. We're gonna have to check this place in the morning again. So cloth at the toilet, cloth next to the door. Curtains here. And that might be all of it.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Second toque. Well, I guess it worked out that I didn't craft my Hatter gloves. Got a big improvement here. Can break those down in the dark too. Okay, so we got some chores to do in the dark now. And I got my bedroll so I can sleep anywhere if it gets too dark to see, which it's very nearly doing now. All right, have fun. Thanks for stopping by, Leans. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Okay, let's get to work. So clothing. Definitely want to repair this. Let's start with that. And this, let's just see how much one repair does. 65%, yeah. I'm trying to think, what's better? So there's the leather gloves, which are pretty rare. Usually only find those in like a workbench drawer. If I had a ton of cloth, it would actually be more effective to just craft the improvised wraps. I think I'm going to keep these. These are pretty lightweight.
Man, I could eat anything.
Still got light. I guess this again? Oh, I don't have cloth. Okay. Yeah, let's grab this. Let's see if we can find the one in the bathroom, if it's not too dark. There we go. 2 more cloth. And it's probably too late to attempt a, what was I going to say? To attempt another repair. Alright, let's eat... I don't know. I don't really have much food poisoning food here, so let's just keep going with... You need the maple syrup. Save the stuff that I can get warmth out of. Do I want to smash this or wait for a can opener? Wait for now. Okay, let's see if I can find the bed. Should be if I just back straight up from this window, and then the bed is here. I can still see in here. So I think the max sleep is, what, 7 hours in Nagoa? So we need, yeah, we should just be able to max it out. Probably only get about 6. Can't believe I'm spending 45 minutes just to get 1 cloth here. Hour and 15 for 2 leather. Yeah, I'll do it. And we should be able to sleep until morning. And possibly do some repairs and be on our way. Want to wait at least until I can see well in here. Okay, so we're going to loop back through town. Probably go up and hit the church. I don't think it really matters between the hoodie and the sweatshirt because these are... Ooh, it actually might have mattered. Because of windproof. So... Yeah, this is probably the stronger one because of the .9 windproof. Usually it wouldn't matter because the windproof doesn't apply if you have a coat, but I forgot that I didn't have a coat yet. Okay, let's do this repair now. Unfortunate. Try again. Man, bad luck had to start eventually. All right, I'm gonna wait for a little bit more luck. Let's just make this work. 1 more attempt. Hey, we got it finally. Okay, so now we're gonna do a once over and make sure I didn't miss anything obvious in here. Milton almost just feels like too much looting. Like, I wish there was a way to spread it out a bit. Like, you have a little bit, you have a few buildings, and then you have to travel some, and then there's a few more buildings. There's a flare in here. Glad I checked for that. That'll give us some light if we absolutely need it at night. Or I guess I could use it against wolves. I never think to do that, though. Need more cloth to break down in here. It was really just that one curtain. Ah, a box of crackers. Definitely missed that. Okay, and I need to check the drawer outside. There may be some... I'm gonna take one of these with me, just in case I decide to cook. Alright, it's very cold, but there's some stuff I missed here yesterday. Another pry bar. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Let's play Ring Around the Rosie with this wolf. You coming? Okay, I wanted to check back here. I think it's usually just wood stacked back here. Yeah, we got some fuel. Cedar's lightweight. I'll carry a little bit of it. Okay, make sure he's coming around the right way before I go around the other way. Come on. There he is. All right, well, that's everything. Let's get some more sleep, and then I think we're going to head out of here. Yeah, we have a fair number of food poisoning potential foods now, so I should probably save up for tonight. Just eat this carrot. So, can I make it straight up to the church without losing any health? That's a big question. Oh, it's only one down. Oh, we can definitely make it then. I'm not sure if it's worth it to run. I'm going to run just because I want to get everything looted today. So I want to make sure to make the most of this time. And yeah, this is why clothing is so important, is because I would not be able to spend this much time out here if I hadn't found all that clothing and repaired it up to max. So planning ahead here, if there's any periods of wind, I'm probably going to want to use that to break down some cloth if I'm near a house. Definitely going to need a lot of cloth for this challenge. Where is that wolf? Gotta be close. Okay, I don't really want to spend time with breaking down cloth right now. I think we're just gonna grab what we can here food-wise and go. Don't need books. You know, with as warm as it is, I'm really tempted to head up to that Cattail Pond. Oh, there's this Cattail Pond right here. Let's do that first. I'm not going to get rabbits yet. Probably wait until we get to Mystery Lake and start farming the ingredients to make the rabbit skin clothing. Crazy how much you can do with a nice, calm, foggy afternoon. Alright, so we'll warm up in here. If the weather holds, we're gonna go get cattails from the pond. So I want to think about the cooking, and maybe you guys have feedback on this.
Think about his food.
So it's possible that I should only allow myself to do water with the fires. And then stuff like, ooh, a hacksaw, nice. Stuff like tins of coffee and all the new cooking foods, all that stuff will be out. But the main problem is long-term, all meat will be out. I mean, unless I want to eat it raw and get food poisoning. Which, I don't know, just feels a little bit extreme and not necessarily in the spirit of the challenge. I think I want this challenge to be more about just not having the warmth from the fires, not necessarily the food and the calories and the water. But yeah, having this hacksaw opens a ton up. Let's go and get a little bit of sleep here, and we'll see what the weather's like when we get out there. Okay, so I'm going to assume that I'm going to cook. So let's go ahead and gather ingredients for cooking when they're easy to reach. Did I bring that cooking skillet? I don't know. You know, I'm kind of tempted to just go into HRV anyway. I know Loons didn't realize what the challenge was when he said that, but it's got me thinking now because there's guaranteed underwear there, and there's a Mackinac and another coat. Yeah, so I would have to be careful. Like with stuff like pies and stuff, if I cooked those, I'd have to be careful not to eat them while they're warm. Or at least if I did, then just not go outside for an hour so I don't actually get the benefit from them. But yeah, the other nice thing about allowing the fire for anything that's not warmth, so that would be cooking, and then I could also go to one of the indoor forges and actually forge tools and arrowheads, since I'd be allowed to make the fire there if I'm already fully warm anyway. I think that would be a way to have a more interesting longer-term run. Not really attached to any particular version of this, but... Alright, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm not going to go up to the bridge.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Unless we want to loop all the way back around and do the Prepper's Cache. I mean, if there was a time to do it, it's now. Alright, I'm going to do it. Because we might actually find loot in the Prepper Cache, because Nogoa does have stocked caches. I'm going to get past this wolf, though. More than one, or just a bug? Where is he going? Oh, he's coming after me. Okay. I think, hopefully I have time to do this. I'm gonna get cornered here. Alright, let's go sit in a car up at the bridge here. I do have to be a little cautious because I'm pretty far from any kind of really warm shelter, so a blizzard right now would be pretty bad. There is the sort of mini transition cave back here that we're headed to eventually. That's definitely my closest point right now. There's also the bear. Okay, the bear does seem to be out there. Alright, let's have this, and... I think I might just eat these crackers. Alright, let's have some cattails. Yeah, I'm starting to realize one of the problems is if I allow myself to cook food, it's almost going to be too easy. But if I don't, it's going to be too hard. Because the food will run out so fast without meat. What's that wolf? Okay, let's get as much as I can without attracting the bear, and then I'll go down. We'll go and do some of these cars. I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. I mean, I guess you can find... What can you find that's useful in cars? I already have 2 toques, so... I don't know, maybe some random minor clothing items or something. I'm not gonna check all the visors. The little cache things aren't really worth it for Loper anyway.
I think I can use this.
Okay, that's why we come to check these, I guess. Hello? Concerning me a little bit there. I don't think I have time to grab this anymore. Alright. Well, we already found our cap, so... Is he running? It almost sounds like he's running. I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, I kind of want him to follow me over here. And hopefully he'll stay over in this area. I need some hefty repairs before it'll be worth it. The wolf has moved on. Okay, we're gonna have to make tracks if we want to pull this off before we get cold. I might not loot everything down here. I get up there? Maybe from over here. A little finicky. I feel like nobody ever comes down here on the hard runs. We're so far from everything just to get a couple of cattails and check one car. What's this? Alright, I'm really hopeful for cattails down there, but I think we better turn around. Nogoa Day 2. Literally warm outside for hours. Last time we were inside was at the trailer, and that wasn't even really necessary. Bears over there. Alright, now one thing I neglected to think about is that I'm actually going to have to use one of my flares just to light this cave up. Unless, I don't know, it's still pretty light. Maybe we can make it through. Yeah, I don't know what it looks like on YouTube, but I can definitely see well enough. There's just enough light. It's not like I'm really struggling. So we'll save the flare for another day. Love to get a lantern at some point for stuff like this. And yeah, I'm just not going to allow torches at all, so that torch is just a stick. This is probably just a little coal alcove. I don't see anything back here. Cedar. I mean, I guess cedar is useless compared to coal. I should just be carrying coal if I want to have a little bit of fuel. Yeah, I watch a lot of people who absolutely refuse to use lights at all. Like, hey Janet, thanks for stopping by. I guess they just rather peer into the, you know, extreme darkness than spend one match or spend a little bit of fuel. Let's see, what's the temperature here? I mean, it's so fast to get the meat, right? That should be doable. I don't know why I'm doing this, though, because we still have to cook it, and we can't cook it except for indoors, so we have to take it back to Grey Mother's. Is the only place we can have an indoor fire.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Because even though we're technically warm inside the bunker here, there's no place to have a fire in
That
here.
guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
I could just do a food poisoning roulette tonight, and if I get food poisoning, just eat it raw. That's actually sounding like a pretty decent idea. That way I don't have to carry it into town with me. Alright, so we got one of the unpopulated bunkers. Oh, that's another thing I really have to keep an eye on. If we get stuck someplace without enough water, which we almost did here. We have no way to make it. Okay, so I'm thinking this through, and I think what I want to do is let's do some minor food poisoning gambles, and if we don't get it, then I want to move on. I don't want to stay here because the temperature is actually still nice outside. So I'm going to do the unlikely stuff. So I'll leave the sardines. Let's just do the 1%ers. Okay, so let's warm up, and hopefully the weather will be good for a... Should have used my bedroll. That's only +2, and I think my bedroll is +4 right now. Actually could make a pretty big difference here. Yeah, we didn't warm up enough. Let me see if I can make it back to Grey Mother's. I'd really rather get this trip done. Alright, let's give it one more hour. Yeah, 4 degrees plus 4.1. Okay, it's windy, but I think I can make it. Let's see if we can find some wind sheltered areas. We end up taking a little bit of damage. Not the end of the world. Trying to get over here. I think I'll be sheltered from the wind on this side. Not yet. Okay, I don't know where the wind is coming from then. Let's see if it's here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so now we're sheltered. For a little bit at least. Feeling pretty confident that I'm not going to get cold, so we'll stop for a few more items here. I'm already smelly. I could take a rabbit back with me as well. I don't think it's quite justified yet. Any more free cattails around? There's one.
Feels like night is coming.
So yeah, I'm going to take all this coal just because it's more efficient than the cedar that I've been collecting. We're technically warm here. Want to get another hour of sleep and risk the weather getting worse outside? Yeah, sure. Probably be up to around 3/4, 80% warmth. And it does sound like it's gotten nice and calm outside. I want to shortcut down here. No, I don't think so. Yeah, Janet, I actually intentionally titled the stream that way. I mean, I don't care if people spell it the other way. It's just a slight preference on my part. But yeah, I figured it would be a gentle nudge for the people who weren't sure if it was one way or the other. I don't know why I picked up that small arm sand, but and we're actually attracting wolves right now, so stopping to loot is not a great idea here. Worried about there being a wolf just over the edge here. Okay, it looks like we're good. Okay, so let's do... I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna sleep until I'm fully warm. So, Janet, if you just got here, you probably don't know what we're doing yet. This is a no fire, no Goa run, but I'm allowing myself to use fires, just not for warmth. So I can start a fire if I'm inside and fully warm, like I am now. So I'm just gonna light this match up so we can see where we're going, and hopefully I'll be able to go over here and use it to start a fire before it goes out. Come on, lit match, where are you? Lit match? There. I think that's it. Yeah, now see, it shows the animation of you throwing the match in.
Come on, little fire.
But it also plays the match striking sound.
Perfect.
But we had 12 matches to start with, and so if I did that properly, yeah, you can see we now have 11 matches. So that was just one match spent. Okay, so let's get a bunch of water made. And I guess technically I could allow myself to use torches for lighting if I'm indoors and fully warm. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? Just get rid of these heavy books. And some heavy cedar. Yeah, I believed for so long because of the match striking sound that you always spin a match. Hey Jennifer, thanks for stopping by. We're doing a no fire, no Goa run. Don't allow yourself to be confused by the fact that we have a fire right here in front of us. So I'm allowing myself this when we're indoors and warm. Just so that I don't run into problems with running out of food and water. But no fires for warmth, no torches to fend off the wolves, that type of thing. No warming up buffs, etc. Alright, I guess I should be getting some sleep here, too. So we don't really have anything else to work on. Yeah, I think so. This is just kind of an experiment. I wasn't even sure how it would go, and I think we got a very lucky spawn here. Yeah, it's only indoor fires, and I've sort of tacked onto that only when I have a full warmth bar before I start the fire, just to make sure I'm not getting any extra benefit. And I guess what we should do is, since we have this fire going right now, I'm gonna throw a piece of coal on because coal doesn't matter. I'm gonna grab some more cloth. And then we can potentially do some more clothing repairs or something. I guess I've got that, let's go grab one more. Got that aviator cap we found in the car. That's going to take a long time to repair, though, and I'm not convinced I have enough leather. Especially if I fail one of the repairs. Might end up regretting it if I do that. Okay, we're going to find more water. I don't think it's necessary to do much more with this fire. We'll just let it go out. Thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, I spend way too much of my free time just trying to think up cool things to do with these runs. Trying to decide if it's worth it to go all the way upstairs. I think I'm just gonna sleep here in the bed. Yeah, we'll have light in a little bit. Let me just take a look here. So the aviator cap, what's the... Oh, 1 cured leather gets it almost to max for in 25 minutes. Okay, let's just do that then. And we didn't fail the repair. Okay, so this goes, I believe this is 2 and 1. This is 2 and 2. Yeah, so this is a big improvement. Then we wear the better cap on the inside. And this one, man, I might as well just harvest it. Or drop it. We got plenty of cloth around, so I think I just drop any extra clothing. As weird as that sounds, do I have anything other than that one? Nope, just that one. Alright, let's go ahead and get our, 7 hours of sleep or something. We gotta drink up first. Gotta remember, in this, this mode, anything more than 7 hours of sleep drains all your water. Okay, so I want to use this cold morning for looting and making my way over to the climb, and then we're going to try to spend the afternoon to get out of this region. Getting out of this region is going to be the trickiest part of this so far because we have a little bit of a stretch to go. Let's take 1 book for starting the next fire. I regret leaving that skillet behind now. Let's take a little more cloth. And... yeah, there's nothing here that's really pressing to repair, so I think we just need to find more clothing. I've already looted everything in here. I think it's just time to go. Let's take 1 pot. Actually, we're never coming back to Mountain Town. I got plenty of carry weight. I'll take both pots with us, just for efficient water production whenever we decide to do it. Thought that house was open for a second. Alright, so I think I'm just going to go through here and hit all the houses that I didn't on the way through the first time. At least all the major houses. I'm not going to try to hit every single thing, but certainly that Canadian flag house. We're skipping the post office permanently, I think. I mean, other than food and clothing, not really that concerned about the loot. I don't believe I ever checked this car. Yeah, we actually had a really close call against a wolf when I was down at the farmstead. I got out of the truck and a wolf started to charge me and I had to loop back around and get back in the truck.
Whew. Sure getting cold.
Hey Vash, good to have you. Oh, here we go. Now we can really loot up. Oh, I forgot about the potatoes. Yeah, so we gotta cook those while we have the fire going. I think I already ate my carrots.
I'll take it.
More coffee. Yeah, now that I think about it, I should have made up a bunch of that coffee as well, while we had the fire going. I think I got a little bit lazy just because we haven't really needed a fire. Since we started here, we got so much toilet water, so much clothing. Well, so much food and water, I think, is the main thing.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Leather shoes. Let me see how much these scrap for. Not going to do it right now, but... Yeah, it's an hour 30 for a single cured leather. No thanks. Just leave those on the ground. We already got our cap up to max, so... Windy outside, so I'm going to take a little bit more time on curtains. You never have too much cloth. Okay, sounds like the wind has died down. I really want to get a ptarmigan, kind of as we're leaving the region. And then hopefully I'll be able to get another one in Mystery Lake, and we can get started on that insulation.
This will come in handy.
Should pick up some stones, because I don't believe I've collected one yet. Alright. We're not really warm, but I'm going to go to the next house. Assuming there is a next house. That's hard to say right now, Jennifer. I just don't know yet. I'm kind of trying it out to see how it goes. I'd say I'm certainly enjoying it so far. I'm really happy with the amount of people who have come. Thanks to everyone who's here.
I can't feel my hands.
I mean, you can't imagine how much it means to me to go live and actually have people who want to show up and talk to me about the stuff that I'm doing. I mean, I think everyone's... If anyone has ever, you know, tried to start streaming, I'm sure the worst case is that you go live and you stream to nobody for an hour and then you, you know, take your ball and go home. So it really does mean a lot. Thanks for coming out. Let's, I'm just gonna eat these, get it out of the way. And I still don't have a can opener. Oh yeah, I had this porridge I could have made too. Let's just eat this dog food. I've got a lot of food. It's okay if I waste a little bit. Don't want to have to think about it for a little bit now. Yeah, it's all about the schedule. Just how much time do I have, and do I have time to do it at times when people are going to want to watch? I would actually love to, because I frequently get up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, so I would love to get up and stream for a few hours then, but I don't know if anybody would be awake then to watch it. Maybe people in Europe or something. Let's go ahead and sleep 1 hour. Hoping this wind will stop. Get warmed up in here. Nah, I'm not going out in this. Let's wait another hour. Yeah, so I started at 9 a.m. Eastern, which if you're in wait, that's confusing. Yeah, if you're in Europe, that was probably like something like 3 p.m. or something. But the time that I was talking about would be 6 hours earlier than that. So yeah, I guess that would work for you if I streamed at 2 or 3 in the morning my time, then it would be more like 9 in the morning your time. An actual reasonable time when normal people are awake. All right, this is the big push here. It's warm. I think we just go straight for it. I'm gonna burn some energy here. Oh, we got wolves everywhere. I've never gone this way before, but seems to have worked out. Oh, getting a little bit of lag there. I'm not sure if those were... I think I just had some frame drops in the game. Seems to be back to normal. Yeah, it does help to have a worldwide viewer base. Because that way if I want to stream at a very odd time, there's still people who will actually be awake in other parts of the world. Okay, so we're going to burn coffee if we need to pull off the final climb of this leg, but this looks like the perfect weather to go, so I'm not even going to spend very much time here. I might have wanted to stop in the gas station to check to see if I left loot here, but I think the best thing to do at this point, let's see how much, yeah, we need to recover our stamina so that we'll be able to make this climb. We've got some, oh right, ptarmigans, I forgot. Yeah, I'm willing to take some time to make this work. We only get one throw anyway, so. Said if you're asking me, yeah, I get plenty of sleep. I just, for some reason for a long time now, I get really tired at like 8 o'clock at night and I just go to bed. So. Oh, right over. Oh. Oh, that's why I needed the other rock. I tried to turn and throw, but. Oh well. There's always going to be more ptarmigans. Take this for next time. There, I know tons of spawn points in Mystery Lake. It's crazy to me that this is even possible. Like, I was envisioning this being much harder than it's turned out to be. But having nice afternoons just makes this so easy, because I can go on these long treks and no fire, no nothing. Easily get to the next spot where you can be warm long before you get cold. I don't see a wolf here. I think I'm going to start working on my rabbit stuff now, because I can carry this all the way to trappers. Just don't want to invest a ton of time into this. That rock went flying. I think the wolf isn't here today. I think I'm going to stop collecting tea ingredients. We've got enough food that doesn't require processing and cooking up just to get 100 calories. Ah, bandage. Thank you. Yeah, we'll take some cedar. Let's see, we're doing, yeah, those are the matches that are always there. This weighs 1.54 kilograms. We can afford to carry one more rabbit. I'm not going to waste any time here. Let's grab, if I can find a stone, we'll get one more rabbit from here, and then we'll do the climb. The more time I spend here, the more I risk getting into a bad... Oop! My mouse went out of control there for a second. Getting into a bad situation is what I was trying to say. There's frequently stones at the base of rope climbs. Yeah, I see a couple over here. Yeah, it's kind of weird about the matches because, of course, I don't need them. It's an entirely optional thing. 29. Yeah, we'll just go for it. I could get more rabbits and carry them up there with me, but no reason to push it. Use this trick to get a little bit of a head start on the rope. As long as I don't get a sprain, which I could here. Saves a little bit of energy on the climb. That trick isn't enough to climb that rope exhausted, but you can climb the PV into Timberwolf rope exhausted. I'm sure some of you saw my video on that. This one you can do with crampons, and you don't even need to use the goat to shorten the climb. Just casually warming up, one up arrow in Mountain Town on is this still day 2 of Nogoa? Probably. What do we have here? Oh, we're on day 3. Oh yeah, I forgot I spent the night at Grandmother's. One of the things I've learned from playing the Frankie challenge for so long is how close together everything is. And so that's why I was a bit more confident about attempting a challenge like this. Because it's like, sure, it's cold and you can't have a fire, but a lot of stuff is just so close together that you can hop from house to house. Like here we've got the cave coming up, and then Trappers is right there. And it's not too far from Trappers to either Unnamed Pond, Cabin, or Camp Office. Whereas it helps when it's just literally warm outside because your clothes are so good. Then you can go really far. Another light cave. I guess I'll still not spend a match. Yeah, Jen, I actually have to think about this because I just do so many goats. I'm assuming you mean the one where you go through the gap in the bridge. That one was a really fun find. I'm not the only person who found that. As soon as I found it, I went looking online to see if anybody else knew about it. And there's actually a really good, I don't know if I'm gonna get this wrong, but I think he might be a Korean streamer. Trying to remember his name. Oh yeah, Foxbird. If you look up Foxbird 240 on Reddit. Those of you who use Reddit will understand what that means.
Drop any of this gear.
He has a YouTube channel and has a video showing a whole bunch of really neat goat paths. And he did an analysis of the all the new cooking stuff for TFT. But yeah, he knew about that goat, and I think there's several other people who do. Oh, Shabby did Stalker Goa? I didn't know he was doing that. The only thing I've seen him do, I watched a little bit of the Shabby's Mysterious Ways, which I really like the concept of, just doing every region except for Mystery Lake. The problem is that it ultimately doesn't end up being very different from a normal run, except for like a couple key points, like where you want to move from one side to the other, and then you have to go a weird way around. But yeah, it's a cool idea, but it unfortunately doesn't affect much of the run. I hope I didn't get turned around here. I've been looking at chat and just kind of blindly walking through here. Yeah, I don't know how I know. I think, isn't Shabby a regular viewer of Loons, or do I have that wrong? Is that the moose? Yeah, the moose is out and about. A little early for that. I think it's actually possible, if I'm not mistaken. If you do a fireless run like this where you can't forge, which is not what I'm doing here, but if you did, I think you can still technically get a moosehide satchel, because you only need a sewing kit to craft it. And if you get lucky, you can kill the moose with only the flare gun. Oh man, it's so warm. I can't decide what to do. I think we just get a bunch of rabbits. Just because we already have some, we might as well invest. And we just spend the night here. Even though this is really good traveling weather.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Sorry, buddy, but I need some new mittens. And I think 4 is enough for the mittens. And we don't have to craft the hat. So technically I don't even need any more rabbits.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Let me get caught up with chat for a second here. Goat you suggested to summit. Oh, right. So the, you're talking about the one that gets you up to the climb point for the shelf, right? So you start from below, and then it gets you up to the rope, and then you climb up to the shelf. There's actually another goat that takes you from the shelf across the back of the mountain to the summit climb, which helps in outer loper spawns. If you spawn at night and you can't see in that cave, you can actually just go straight up to the summit. How do I want to do this? We should probably just take all these inside. I'm not going to worry about trying to let them freeze. We'll go ahead and get the meat off of these, and then we can cook while we do the rest of our tasks. I think that's reasonable. Going to get a soda in us.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Ooh, a storm lantern. Nice. And I think I've been carrying around this whole time a jerry can. So let's go ahead and get this fueled up. This is probably the only run you'll ever see me use the storm lantern. Well, we got all this extra lamp oil. Yes, I thought we did. What's going on here? Oh, that jerry can had almost nothing in it. This didn't even get full. Okay, never mind. Alright, am I fully warm? Yes, so I'm not cheating here. I'll just use a book. Oh, hey, Carpenter. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting.
That's a good one.
It's amusing we said the exact same thing thanks to the chat lag. Alright, what are we doing here?
Anything.
I think I said I was going to harvest those rabbits first, but I guess we can just make some, well, let's just make some porridge or something just for fun. Make some porridge, make a potato. Got a couple of potatoes to cook. Let's get these on the ground. Okay. Let's work our way through these rabbits. I'm actually just going to leave these here by the fire. 1, 2, 3, and we'll put the fourth one over here.
Man, if I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Okay, that porridge will definitely be done by the time I get this second rabbit harvested. Yeah, I actually, I did all the setup for the stream, got everything scheduled, and then I went to the YouTube main page and saw that Zach had scheduled a premiere at the exact time that I was planning to stream. So probably could have scheduled that a little bit better. But yeah, I'm surprised that a lot of people showed up, and I'm sure that that's over with now. So maybe we're gonna get some extra people because of that. Jennifer, I don't know. I was thinking that this was just going to be a test run. I honestly expected to, like, lose in the first 2 days, and then I was going to switch over and do something easier. But I think we got a good spawn, and good clothing, and good weather. And it just kind of worked out. So yeah, my guess right now is that I will continue this run, but it'll be like the stream run for right now. So I'll probably try to stream at least once a week, if I can pull it off. Yeah, I've been meaning to post an update on scarcity. Basically, what happened with that was I was recording an episode that never got released, and I was in a fishing hut in Mystery Lake. So I had made it out of the muskeg, and I slept for an hour by the fire, and then shortly after, my game crashed. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to just pick this up the next time I record, and then I'll just put those together, and that'll be the next episode. But unfortunately, then I got sick, and some other stuff happened, and by the time I got back around to it, I don't know, it just... That challenge felt a little bit overwhelming, and I think I might want to try to recreate it with mods someday, just because it's too much paperwork. Having to constantly roll for everything, and then you get inside, and some of the loot you can take, and some you can't. It's just very arbitrary.
I need to find food.
Well, we got a stack of it right here. Okay, let's actually pick all this up. I think that's it. I'm gonna see if I can crank it right into the corner here. Fire almost went out. Let's fix that. I don't know. I never read books. Am I gonna read these? Realistically, maybe. I'll try to turn over a new leaf and actually keep the books. Okay. Once these are finished, we'll go ahead and do the... We'll cook the meat and harvest the rest of the rabbit pieces. What else do I need to work on here? Kind of want to get everything done all at once so that I can move on tomorrow morning. I think the guts take 30 minutes with the hacksaw.
Just need to close my eyes.
Yeah, Vash, I actually loved that challenge. I actually need to sleep here. Let's, I guess we'll just finish cooking and then sleep. I think I can do this. Do that. Got just enough time. We sleep for an hour. And it shouldn't quite be burned when we get up. Oh, man. I think it was almost there. But yeah, there was actually another factor with that, which is that the on-screen dice roller thing that I had set up, it took a little bit of setup at the beginning of every recording session, which, you know, it wasn't that bad, and it doesn't seem like much, but I really like recording and playing a lot more than I do dealing with little fiddly technical stuff. So having that extra obstacle every time I wanted to record was another thing that kind of held me back. All right, let's finish eating here. And how's my water? I think I should just make one more batch of water, just to make sure we don't run out anytime soon. Let's do a full 4 liters. Sure, we'll find another book. Might need one more stick or something, or I can just use this. Yeah, that's not gonna quite do it. Ah, whatever, we'll just break this down. It's fine. Okay, hour and 20 minutes to get both. I'm tired again. Alright, we better just sleep and do this in the morning.
So tired.
That won't boil off. So we can just go ahead and get our full 7 hours. Well fed already. Okay. Yeah, the hard just for the sake of being hard. I feel like that's a common misconception that people have about certain people who play the game, like, you know, Wands and Perfect Trip, and people who are playing Outer Nogoa Purist all the time. It's kind of unfortunate, because I think what they want and what I want is for the game to be challenging and fun, and it would be better if there were ways to set up the game in custom so that you could still have health regen, so that it wasn't quite so brutal, but also make the game harder in some other ways. But, you know, unfortunately those ways don't exist without modding, so I kind of understand. I mean, I'm sure you'll see me playing Purist Outer Nogoa at some point soon. So, it's certainly something that I'll do as well. All right, I want to get the rest of this all harvested up, and we'll leave it here and come back and craft our rabbit skin hat in 5 days or something. Rabbit skin gloves, I mean. Yeah, that one I'll probably do on stream. But I'm not doing it today, right? This was just me kind of figuring out how streaming works. I gotta learn how to look at chat and talk to people while paying attention to the game, and so I wanted to do something. I actually wasn't planning to do this. I had 2 options. I was either going to do this or a Stalker run where I just kind of learned the Blackrock map a bit more. But when we started, I thought, you know, let's just do this, and if I lose early on, then we'll switch to the other one. Alright, I got this stuff to cure too. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why people panic about not leaving stuff to cure for a few hours. At least for how I play, it always makes sense to just leave the stuff and then come back in like a week, and then it's all done, and you don't have to worry about it. You're not trying to squeeze every hour of cure time out of it. Oh, we got some more food here that I didn't see. I never even finished looting. That's what happened. Okay, so there's another book. I could have just picked that up instead of breaking that crate down before. We got plenty of cloth. Yeah, I never finished. Got too distracted with those rabbits. Okay, the wind just stopped. Let's go take a look at the weather and see, because we've been cooped up in here for too long. Two down. Moose is still out. There's a bear over there. I think I'm going to wait for it to be a little bit warmer, because we do have a little bit of a trek to go ahead of us here. Okay, let me make sure I left everything that I want to cure here. Yeah, we got leather for repairs. Eat some of this acceptable porridge. And these potatoes. I think this stuff actually decays pretty quickly, so I should probably go ahead and eat it now that it's cooked. Save a little bit of room in case we come across some meat or something. I should probably get... Let's get 2 hours of sleep. Just worried about running out of energy while we're out there traveling. I've got the coffee. I should use that coffee. This is the perfect time to use it. And I forgot to cook it again. I still have like 3 cups that I didn't cook, but... I can't believe I did that. I mean, we could start another fire, but it's not necessary. Try to remember to do it at the next cooking session. This is great weather. I'm thinking since it's so good... Uh-oh. I'm gonna go this way just in case he actually charges me. Nah, he didn't. Yeah, we're warm, so I think I can easily make the trek over to the cabin. In fact, let's stop running so much. Save some of this energy for when we really need it. Yeah, I wish I already had my bow crafted. Would love to get that moose. Alright, now we gotta run. Because we still gotta go, we might take some damage here. We still gotta go across the pond. Yeah, Vash, it's really, it feels so strange to me. Like, all the things that I normally care so much about are meaningless, and I actually probably should grab a few sticks just for the next crafting session. I want to get into shelter here so that I can recover my energy. I'm trying to figure out exactly which direction the wind is coming from. I think we're up too high right now. So it's negative 15 in the wind. I'm assuming this will be shelter. Negative 4. I think it's actually advantageous to just sit here and wait until I have my sprint energy back, because we're losing hardly anything here. And then we'll sprint over and try to get to the cabin before we get cold. But yeah, there's a lot of little things too with this challenge that I didn't even really think about until after I started to play it. Like if we want to find meat to eat in this region, it's not enough to just kill the animal. We have to do it reasonably close to one of the very few places that we're allowed to cook. Is the only places in this region that I can actually start a fire and cook in are Trappers, Camp Office, and the dam. I can't start a fire outdoors anywhere. I can't start a fire in any of the caves. I gotta be inside somewhere with a stable temperature where I'm warm. Now, is the bear around here? He is. We got both of the bears closest to Trappers, so that actually makes Trappers a really good base.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Yeah, the fur. Remember, I mean, I'm sure this is the same for all of you. Like, back in the olden days, before we knew exactly what fur looked like, there would always be that, you know, what kind of limb is that? I'm not sure. But now, like, I just instantly identify fur. I know exactly what both the fur and the cedar look like, and it's very easy to tell them apart. Take a few books. We need a ton more energy, so I think we're just going to... We got cloth. Some tools, that's nice. Yeah, let's sleep through the wind. Get some energy back that way. Oh my goodness, we got 16 people watching. I didn't realize it had gotten that high. We must have gotten some leftovers from Zach's premiere. Be my guess. Anyway, thanks for coming in, everyone. Really appreciate it. Let's see. So it's still a little windy, so I think I'm just going to do a little bit of... Yeah, let's grab some meat here. And then we'll try to lug it over to Camp Office, I think. It's a long way to carry meat, but I think that's probably reasonable. Oh, it's so little. Let's still take it. Maybe we'll find another deer, and we'll make it more worth it. How am I ever going to get deer hides and... I don't have to ever get the guts from the deer. So probably the answer is after I forge a knife, I'll be able to come and use the knife to take the hide off a deer in, what, 30 or 40 minutes? Yeah, Vash, back when I first started that challenge, whenever I watched anybody else play, I would instantly notice if there were two fur close enough to put a campfire in between and harvest both. It's kind of interesting. I don't really notice that anymore, right? Like, I see the fur, and I know they're fur, but I don't just have that immediate reaction of, oh, that's, you know, that's really helpful that there's two that are that close together. And I think it's just because I've gotten far enough in the game that I don't have to harvest the fur that way anymore. So it just doesn't really stick with me. Alright, so this is a bit risky, but I think I'm actually going to go up to the lookout here. Part of my reasoning here is that, at least for the path up to the lookout, I shouldn't be vulnerable to wolves. I think I can pull this off. I might regret this. See if there's a way to get down. Yeah, this looks better. Pretty sure there's always a deer carcass up here, so I'm also hoping to get some more meat and carry that back to the camp office. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I guess the magnifying lens is completely illegal for this run. I'm trying to think, because you can use the mag lens in the front half of a cave. That's definitely out. Yeah, you can't use it even in some place like the maintenance shed. There's a body over there. Alright, I want to run a little bit, so I'm going to drink this coffee just to get some extra energy and reduce the amount that I spend on this running. Nah, it really doesn't matter. I mean, I hardly ever need fires, and we're going to have so many flares and matches and fire strikers. It's just not going to matter. Oh. Well, we have one shot. Get another stone in case I can pull the other thing off again. I forgot that these guys would be up here. Scared the others off. Okay, last time I was too high, so let's aim a little bit lower. Man. Oh well. I think these mittens are throwing me off. It's casually fully warm again.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I'm thinking about, should I just go ahead and grab this hide with the hacksaw now? Because I'm fully warm. It's a pretty big risk. Take an hour.
I can drop any of this gear.
I could go leave it in camp office. I'm gonna start it. I can cancel it if I don't like how things are looking. I think the deer pants require three hides, so that's already a third of the way there. Could get the guts too, but we're gonna have other opportunities for guts. Take advantage of this crazy good weather while it's here. We're pretty far over. Oh, that's only because I have the rope on me. So I think I'll climb down. Alright, see you, Janet. Thanks for stopping in. Oh my goodness, the wolves. I guess that's why you can't climb down with meat. That was hilarious. The wolves are just all lining up at the bottom of the rope. I've never done this goat before, but it looks really easy. Maybe a little drop here. Alright, let's see if I can do the angled running trick to get down here before I get a sprain. There we go, cleared the risk. Okay, now we just gotta get around those wolves that were lining up to eat me before. Here they come. Yeah, Vash, now that I think about it, that was actually more dangerous than I realized, because if I hadn't seen them until I got like 3/4 of the way down the rope, it's possible that we wouldn't have had the energy to climb back up. Oh wow, look at all these deer. And it's still warm out. If I can get a wolf to come grab one of these deer, then we can take the hide by hand in only 40 minutes. Jennifer, so the way I was thinking about it is, since flares are so limited, that's why I have them on me. I should be allowed to use them as light sources, at least. For the, I'm kind of not sure exactly how I feel about using them for wildlife. Because, yeah, they're not flame, but... Oh, here we go. Trying to listen to see if he was successful. He's going after. So he's definitely going to get that deer.
I'm tired.
I'm going to go up here so I avoid the other wolf. Let's go up to the high ground. Should be right here. Okay. If this works, that's 2 deer hide down. Getting colder.
Oh, it's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get out here without a sprain, but I think I might just accept an ankle sprain if I get one. Wrist sprain I don't care about at all. Yeah, I'm gonna come back when that deer is frozen, and harvest that tomorrow with the hacksaw. Harvest the meat. Because this is a great spot for it. We can just collect all of it, bring it over to camp office, and get some sticks too. Why am I so warm right now? I'm not wind sheltered. The wind is picked up.
Jesus,
I guess we're just
cold.
I mean, it is the evening, so it's naturally not that cold. Oh, I forgot the meat. Shoot. Well, we don't need to cook tonight anyway. We'll go get all the meat tomorrow. Chasing these ptarmigan around the map. Where did they go? Did they all fly off already? Here we go. I'm gonna get cold for this. Alright, let's take our shot. Sweet. Okay, and then inside... Oh, this is going to be almost perfect timing. We might get a little bit cold, but I don't care about losing a tiny bit of condition. Oh, this is excellent. We are set. Just need another ptarmigan. Okay, I'm tired, and it's late. Yeah, so by the time I get fully rested, it's going to be morning, so I don't really need to worry about trying to do chores tonight. I'm going to keep the ptarmigan on me. Alright, let's see what we want to do for food. Do we risk food poisoning? Do I even have antibiotics? I don't, and I never made tea. That was an error in judgment. Alright, I guess we're eating safe food tonight. Just eat all the stuff that I obviously should. Let's get a little bit of water. Oh, I already have plenty. Wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna start to get thirsty.
I'm so tired I could lay down right here.
Okay, I'll go for the old 7 and 6. So I'm making a mental list of all the stuff I want to cook when I get around to it. Sounds like we got a blizzard outside this morning. That's fine. In fact, I'm not even going to go check while the wind is blowing. Let's go ahead and grab the meat off of this with the hacksaw. And then we'll take the feathers by hand. Do this in 2 batches so I can check the weather in between. Hard to tell for sure if there's any wind with all this music going on. So let's go take a look. I'm pretty sure I hear the wind, but could be wrong. Gonna drop this meat off outside. Yep, full blizzard. I mean, honestly, a great time for it. Oh, we need that. Yeah, the nice thing about the arrows is you can kind of stand back and just take as many pot shots at them as you need. I don't know if you were here earlier. Oh, here's a can opener. All right, so now we can do our we can do all of our canned food at some point. But I missed, I think 3 times. Let's see, I missed at the climbing area in Milton, and then I missed at the top of the one lookout. Thought there was another spot. Maybe it was 3rd time's the charm. Anyway, we can make pies now with this stuff. As soon as we get our cooking skill up some. And we found yet more coffee. So the next time I cook, I just need to do a ton of coffee after we get our meat cooked. Still haven't really properly looted yet.
I think I can use this.
Okay, it's tempting to go now. As soon as I get to the other side of the hill, it'll feel like -3. And that deer is definitely going to be in the shelter from this heavy wind. I think I might lose too much temperature going there, though. See, we could run up to the cave. That's a relatively short trip. Eat a couple of cattails and then go, I think. And we still have 1 cup of coffee. Thought I drank that. Well, let's go and eat this. Got the can opener now. Hey, Pickle. Good to see you. Yeah, this is, so yeah, it's kind of like no fire, no Goa, but I'm allowing the use of fire to do things that aren't related to warmth. So foraging, cooking, making water. So I have to be indoors and fully warm to be allowed to use a fire. I saw a potato. There's a tater hidden under here. Alright, I can't decide what to do. I'm fully warm, let's just go for it. Yeah, I don't want to hang around here all the time, so... One of the main reasons I want to go up here is because if I can get another ptarmigan, it's just 1 more feather for the insulation. I think I hear them. Sounded like they were over there, though. They should be up there. Yeah, actually, Pickle, I haven't thought this far ahead, but it could be the case that I'm going to run into trouble with cabin fever, because I can't rely on fires outdoors at all. So, I mean, I guess we have the backs of caves. So, like here, because I've got such good clothing for early game, I can easily just go to the back of this cave to warm up. I'll take this stuff. We're going to be cooking soon. Yeah, it's 6, and then we have another 4 from our bedroll, so... Why not? Also, why not? We haven't been up to the tower yet, so I might survey that just for fun when we get over there. Alright, I don't know where all the stones are. I thought there were some right around here, but here we go. Alright, let's go see if the ptarmigans are in town. And they'll probably have to warm up in the cave before we head back to camp office. Sweet. Alright. A lot riding on this throw. Sweet. Thank you for your service. And we can, essentially come get that deer hide, even? Possibly. Once the wind dies down, it's probably going to be pretty warm out
Not sure I
here.
can carry much more.
I'm going to sleep for an hour, and then I might spend a little bit of time harvesting this bird. Actually, you know what makes even more sense? Let's go and grab the meat, because that only takes a short amount of time. Okay, of course the wind has stopped, sort of. So I'm going to have to make some decisions about what to do here. But if I just take one of these, I should have everything on me that I need to craft that insulation. I think it's really quick to craft. It's like 30 minutes or something. Okay, let's just do a temperature check. It's actually warm. Okay, so we're not going to craft that just yet. We're going to take advantage of this warmth. It's still windy. Shoot. Alright. Back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, Vash, I really want those deer pants. That'd be so huge. I think if we can get some good early clothing, we could even just go straight to Ash Canyon and get the guaranteed combat pants. Get some clothes from the Pleasant Valley crash and be pretty close to fully geared, except for the bear coats. Alright, I lost track of what I was doing here. I'm still carrying 2 fresh deer hides. We'll put all that down to cure. Right, crafting is here, and we want to make insulation, which is going to take an hour. Okay. Now we're in business. Going to be even warmer. I probably want to get the rest of these feathers, but let's go out. Go ahead and drink this. Hey look, I can take a fur limb down for free. Okay, this feels very optional, but I'm going to take the meat first just to make the... Oh, no, I'm not. Because I need to make the hacksaw cut. I have to do this with a hacksaw, so I can do this and I won't lose any meat. Go ahead and do this first to make sure I get it. Okay, and I don't have anything stinky on me, so we can go ahead and do this. If I grab the guts from this too, we're pretty close to someplace where they should cure. Yeah, Pickle. I mean, one of the things we've discovered with the, I'm gonna go for it. With the, brain malfunction, with the permanent fire run, is that if you have all the warmth buffs, including cold fusion, you actually get long periods of being warm. Alright, well, we're not gonna get the other gut. That was still a pretty good haul, though. This is a full blizzard, so we're actually going to be in trouble. As I'm not going to be warm in the back of this cave, so we have to go straight back to camp office. Why do I hear birds clucking over here? We chased all the birds off. So yeah, I will be missing Cold Fusion. But I'll have everything else that I have in the Frankie series, where I'm just walking around in the afternoons, chopping multiple fir limbs without a torch, without teas. So if we can get to that point, I think it will be doable. But yeah, travel in the colder spots that don't have as many shelters could be rough. I think we'll just let this cure here. There could still be wolves out and about, so let's see, are we going to be back up here? Maybe not for a long time. That's the one reason to just bring it, since we're taking all this stuff anyway.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
We're technically warming up back here. 1 degree, even in a blizzard. Alright. I'm staying up here because there's no reason to push cabin fever. Fortunately, this is frozen, so I have to take it inside before I can harvest it. What else do I have to work on? Some crafting stuff. I think we spend enough time outside. Let's go home. Okay. We're leaving Indecision Station. Were these here the whole time? I don't remember these being here just a minute ago. Guess I was just focused on some other stuff. Okay, so wolves are going to be coming for us, so we'll pull our marine flare out, I guess. The best short-term wolf defense if we get cornered. And then I think it's actually better to go a little bit further up here. And come down like here or something.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There's the camp office. Almost missed it. Thank you, power lines. Well, I don't have all that meat, but I think we need to cook anyway. Yeah. We'll just take all this upstairs. We're going to want to make the coffees and stuff too. If this blizzard ends in the next like 3 to 4 hours. Naming all indoor fire spots in AC. Yeah, there's actually surprisingly quite a few. Especially since you can start fires in the transition caves. Okay, let's make a big pile of stuff to cure here. We got deer hides. We've got maple. That's enough meat to cook up. Let's go and do a cookout tonight. Technically, I'm not warm yet. I hate to be a stickler about this rule, but the rule exists for a reason, right? You wouldn't want it to be the case that you can come in and be like 1 degree warm, and then you're allowed to start a fire because you're allowed to cook, and that warms you up and you can get back outside more quickly. So I think I will be a stickler about the rules here and say that I can't actually start this fire until I'm fully warm. That's gonna thaw soon. Let's see if we have any obvious clothing repairs. And then we got some tea. Yeah, I need to do the tea prep too. So none of this really needs to be repaired. Need to make sure I have some ratio on hand. And as soon as that ptarmigan is under 50%, we can do that. Might as well make at least one of these. I think
I need to lay down.
probably save the others to make the rosehip pies once we hit cooking level 3. Although I can always pick more. Yeah, this is already thawed, so we can just, why is it so cold in here? Like 6 degrees. We have really good clothing. Okay, we should be able to do one more, and then we'll be able to start the fire.
Can you eat trees?
Yeah, the Hush River would be dangerous. The one thing about that is, even though there's only the 2 ice caves, there's actually 6 total cave entrances, and you're usually close to one of them, no matter where you are on the map. So, I actually thought about going straight into Hush River from Milton early on, but that would have been pretty extreme. I don't know if that would have been a good idea. Some good clothing spawns there, though, that would have helped a lot if I could have survived it. All right, we're now fully warm. Let's go ahead and start this fire. I'm starting to get a little tired, so I'm thinking maybe I'll stream for another 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. Just to give you guys a bit of a heads up that we might be ending at some point. I really like this challenge, though. This is a lot of fun.
Come on, little fire.
That poor deer we got killed on the hillside over there. Oh yeah, Jennifer. I think the first time, there was at least one where I spawned in and I couldn't really find anything and I just died. And that was in Stalker. I mean, obviously I was far less skilled at the game. I wouldn't have the same issue if I tried something like that now, because when the game gives you the matches and the bedroll to start, it's a lot. All right, let's get some food cooked up first. Save that for later. Oh, come on. I'm gonna pull this just so I can see what I'm doing. Even though torches are sort of technically illegal-ish, I guess. I could have lit my lantern or whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and finish the last one of these off. Yeah, Pickles, so there's two
I am too tired to think straight.
I don't know, I have a bunch of conflicting thoughts about the insulation, I think is the main idea. Did I? Oh, I have it in my inventory here. I think they're really, really strong. Like, just really, really strong. Because not only does it give you... It essentially gives you... Each one gives you 3 degrees of extra warmth in the wind, because you get the +2, and then you also get the +1, which negates part of the wind. All right, give me a second here. I'm going to try to set up a long-term cook here so I can sleep. These are both small. Let's just get a pot of water going. I'm actively taking damage right now, just because I'm not yeah, I need fuel is the main thing. Let's throw this reclaimed on. Sticks. Realistically, I'm never going to read these cooking books. I don't care that much about cooking skill. It'll get up eventually. I'm so bad about that. I always say, oh, I'm going to save these to read, and then turns out, nope, I'm just going to burn them. All right, let's get an hour's sleep here. Stop taking extra damage. But yeah, just to get back onto the insulation topic. The thing is, the more warmth you have, the more each additional point does for you. Because you could be at like -10, and you get cold, you know, fairly slowly. But even a few more points extends the amount of time you can spend outside massively. And that's particularly important because there are very few cases where you even need to spend that much time outside in a row. And yeah, there's other factors like for pure outer. Each stick gives you 1 additional degree of warmth. So if you wear a piece of clothing that gives you +2, then every time you warm up, you're essentially saving 2 sticks. Which, you know, over the course of a 20-day play, you know, you're making multiple fires per day. You're saving hundreds of sticks just for having that little bit of extra warmth. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. All right, I got to remember to make some coffee and the tea. So once these are done, let's see if we have any little prep or something to do. I guess I could make another one of these. So I don't really need painkillers, so I'll make a reishi tea. And just make the rest into coffee, I think. Make the reishi first before I forget. Probably got stuff I could be doing here, but just pastime. Got enough water. Let's burn this. These. I'm going to make a liter of water in each of these, get 1 more hour of sleep. Just trying to optimize this little bit of fire to get some water and also get some more teas, but I want to sleep for another hour. All right, see you, Jennifer. Thanks for coming in. It was good talking to you. Don't spend too much at Costco. Could also make some more porridge here if I don't think this is enough food. Got pie ingredients downstairs. That doesn't really matter right now because we're not high enough level. Alright, let's make 2 more coffees, then we'll make some water and sleep. I think that's the ideal situation here. Also, let's get this potato cooking. And now that I've got my can opener, let's go ahead and get the cooking points out of these items. I don't have to eat these right away, but we'll just have them on hand. Okay, that is emergency food. Yeah, the insulation is really durable. I'm I, I'm not sure if it matters that much. A lot of the clothing durability ultimately doesn't matter because it's like if it got used up twice as fast or half as fast, it wouldn't really matter either way. This is just my opinion, but like clothing repairs are relatively rare and resources to do them are extremely common. I guess it'd matter a little bit in pure outer because you have a limited amount of cloth. Okay, so those will likely finish if I had one more stick. Yeah, let's throw one more stick on there. Okay, we got the water going. Cook these up before they get burned. I forgot to do the potato. That's fine, we'll do it later. Forgot how much food you go through. This would be really hard without the ability to cook. I mean, I guess I would have spent the time picking cattails instead of harvesting the deer. Hey, Ivory Pass. Um, you're yeah, you do content, right? I've seen some of your posts. I can't remember. I watch so much stuff. I'm not even sure if I've seen your exact videos, but I do recognize your name. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm really happy that everyone decided to stop by for my first stream here. It's been a really good experience for me. Really enjoying it. Yeah, after I made that post, I went to the YouTube main page and I saw that Zach was doing a premiere at the exact same time, so I felt a little bit foolish. It's like, oh, I guess I could have scheduled that better, but it worked out. It's still a little bit early. I think I'm gonna get another 2 hours of sleep, and then let's go check the weather. That deer has been out in at least one blizzard, possibly two, so it's very possible that it will no longer be there by the time I get around to it. Man, the weather just does not want to let up. Give me a chance to go over there and grab it. Let's get 1 more hour of sleep. Could use the energy anyway. I'm not going to walk all the way upstairs, so we'll just do it here. Okay, it's warm, but it could turn quickly. I'm going to go try to get at least some of it. I also need to make a plan for guts. We got to either... Because I have the deer hides, but I don't think I have the guts yet to make the pants. So I'm going to either have to get a bunch of rabbits and just harvest the guts off of them. Or we could use these deer carcasses that are outside. That's going to cost me, what, half an hour per gut with the hacksaw when they're frozen? I think it was over here, right? Unfortunately, it's too windy now. There it is. If we're lucky, we can get sheltered here. Yeah. Let's see what I can do. Let's take, 36 minutes? That's probably not going to work. It's working. All that clothing is paying off. That would not have worked without the insulation. Do another 4. Okay, I think full blizzard is kicking in. How are we warming up all of a sudden? No, it's not full blizzard, that's why. Okay. Heavy winds, but this is what happens when you're in the shelter. You don't have to pay for it. Okay, the wind probably shifted. That's why we're going down now. I don't remember getting the hide. Oh, that's what I did originally. Alright, let's get the guts then. Gotta drink some water. I can't believe I just harvested this entire deer. Just through the wind. The deer are out. Should we get another wolf in to get another one?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Temperature is great for doing even more harvesting right now, so could even potentially get some more hiding guts. First priority, if I don't see any wolves closing in, first priority is to get all this stuff over to camp office to cure. Where did I drop all that meat before? It was way over there, right? I'm not even sure it's worth going all the way back for it. Let's go up this way. Because it was only a couple pieces of meat from what I remember that I left there.
Oh, I'm starving.
Alright, well, it's never going to feel like the right time. Thought I saw a wolf right there for a second. Weird trick of the light or something. It's never going to feel like the right time to end this stream. I'm having so much fun with this challenge. But I think we're going to go create a save point over here at the door to the camp office. And, cash this in before I do something silly that causes me to lose this run. I would hate to lose this after how well it's gone. So thanks everybody for coming out. This was really great. I can't believe how many people showed up. So thank you for that. Really means a lot to me. And I wish I had concrete information about a future streaming schedule. I think I want to try to stream at least once a week. But it's hard for me to say. There was another gut, right? Nope, just the one. Okay, let's get that down. Let's get any hides we have down. I don't think I picked up any new hides, but I can't remember. Yeah, and let's go out and in. Create a save with all that information. Yeah, so what I'll do is for future streams, I really like the scheduling thing so that people get a little bit of advance notice. And what I'll probably do is the next time I want to stream, I'll probably try to give you notice like the night before or 24 hours before. Just experiment with that. Yeah, good to see you, Vash. Thanks everybody who came out. Thanks for playing along with me here. It's been a really great experience. I think this challenge is really fun too. I'm gonna keep this as a stream only thing, and we'll just continue this challenge for future streams, either until we die or until we get really well established. All right, I've never done a stream sign off before. I didn't plan this out at all, so I'm just gonna cut it here. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.